Apologies for the background noise, you can hear it, but hello everyone, it is me, Yuki, we're back with another unboxing. Today's unboxing, we're finally back to the current gen for actual Transformer products. We got from Transformers Age of the Primes, Deluxe class, Micronus Prime. Yay, the Prime for the mini-cons! Woo. I actually like his design though, so yeah. One of my other friends has this, and he was actually able to do it pretty easily. Like, he didn't need a video for the steps, so that gives me a little bit of hope. I mean, you know, I got lucky, and most of the Transformers I got recently, a good chunk of them I was able to do just based off instructions, which is very bizarre, because 9 times out of 10, I need to look up a video like halfway through to make sure I'm doing a step or two right, but I got lucky. Yeah, like I said to Micronus, since Core Class doesn't exist, they gave him like a pretender shell, so I'm not gonna count pretender shells if I ever get them because it's just a shell. So I'm just counting Micronus himself. I don't count this as part of the collection. Same thing how I don't count like my Hero Master Grimlock as a part of the collection, or my Transformer base as part of the collection. Yeah, so it's gonna be the same case with the shell, but that's for Micronus up here. I'm counting that. But yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. So, as you have your open window. It's like bright outside for right now, but if it gets a bit dark when I'm filming, I'll flip on the light. Shows Micronus hopping on his little tricycle. Takes 22 steps, go from robot mode to bicycle mode. EGC Plus made by Hasbro, and it says the 13th by Micronus, which I don't know why. I feel like it's just say which prime they are. You know, like if Micronus was the 5th prime, say he's the 5th prime, not the 13th. Like, I get what they're saying, because they're like, ooh, the 13 primes. Yeah, but flip up here, just says Micronus, and to Teratomi. Flip to the side, just shows some of the primes, and is that Micronus on the box? I think that is, which is weird, because he's like the size of Alpha, but the design they're using for Micronus, he was tiny, which I'll say which design it is once I get him out. And then here it is, just showing off the homeboy Micronus. Flip down here. Says includes one figure and one piece. That's why it's look at the bottom of the box with breakdown, because that was our last unboxing, but I was on the side where I said it. So there's your element, the Minicon disc, which is the prime element, but it takes 22 steps to go to have his shell go from robot to bike mode, but it takes 7 steps to transform him from disc to robot mode. Oh, and transform to official and authentic. But let's pop it open. Let's be careful when you use scissors or anything sharp, especially if you're a youngin'. There you go. And since this is a newer box, it takes, well, I mean, breakdown also took one strip to take open. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That was a hard slam. Slide everything on over. Mumbo jumbo paper, because we all love it, don't you know? Here's the instruction booklet. Here's everything. Here's a parts for him. It's actually softballs for the stop motion. What's this? Oh, I guess you could like put it on my homeboy Firefly. Hold up now. That's pretty. I mean, I'm not gonna bother with that, but you know, that's cool. Alright, let's pop up our homeboy. Well, before we do that, we tilt on camera because we're so professional. was careful. Not. Little accessory piece to go on top of him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that it? 5. So, take the little accessory thing and you just plug it in. But yeah, so here's our little dude, but oh cool, you can just open it fine. There you go. Here's Micronus, which if you take a look closely, I don't know if it's this way or this way, but it actually has the Minicon logo from a model actually. Oh, and I'm pretty sure it's easy to like transform him. I'm not even gonna look at the instructions because that's how confident I am. Okay, maybe I wasn't that confident. There we go, that's how you do it. And there's Micronus. Because this design from Micronus are using is primarily from RID 2015. Well, at least this was never in the show, I remember. Because I'm big brain. Huh. Chest isn't going all the way. Unless it's just because Micronus is on there. That's probably why, don't you know? Yeah. So, I feel like if Core Class was still around, they would have just released Micronus just like this and called it a day, to be honest. But yeah, he's kind of linky. Ooh, ah, ah. But let's go with Micronus' articulation, and then we go over that thing's articulation. So, arms can do 360. They can go up that far. They can do everything. I mean, you can like bring it down if you want to do that. He has bicep swivel, bicep bend, nothing at the wrists. Head has a swivel. It can look back and forward. Legs can do that. They can go. They can only go really up this far. They can kick forward this far. And kick back this far. And when it comes to size comparisons, I do it with both Micronus and the shell. But then when it comes to alt mode, I'll just leave him on top of his buggy. And yeah. So that's Micronus' himself's alt mode. Does he have an Autobot logo? Alright, then we can take a better look at the shell and then we'll go over its articulation. So he has like some propeller blades. They don't spin well. But you know, it's pretty cool. Pretty nice shell. I don't know, every time I see this shell, it reminds me of like Asmus's like Omnitrix suit from that Ben 10 movie. I'll flip a picture of it if I can remember. But it kind of gives me vibes like that. Like, I know it's not obviously directly like it, but I don't know. Every time I see the shell, it's like reminds me of that. Probably helps more because the little guy comes out of it. But yeah, it really reminds me of that. He has hands for like little missile things on it. I don't know if they're blast effect compatible or not, because the same friend that also owns this, he has a twin mode. When he tried using the blast effects on it, it wouldn't fit, or if it did, it just barely held on. Like, even if you just slightly touch it, would fall off. So I don't know if his hands are blast compatible or not, or if they are, it's just twin modes doesn't work. Which I actually do plan on picking up twin mode and Bone Chick. I really want those guys but they come out January, at least on Amazon. But plenty of people have been finding them, but I just haven't found them anywhere. So I'm just like, alright, I'll just wait for them to drop on Amazon. But yeah, pretty cool. So let's go over articulation, and if I remember anything else, I'll yap about it. I don't think the head has anything besides going up and down. So nothing at the head really. Arms can kind of do 360, you just gotta move them out of the way. They can go out that far. Yeah. No bicep swivel. Bicep bend. Nothing at the wrists. Oh no, yes you do get wrist articulation. Honestly, I thought that was gonna be a solid piece. That's on me. You get no wrist articulation, but I mean, like, that makes sense because Micronus legit supposed to sit in here. I don't know how you would incorporate that. Legs, they can kick out that far. They can kick back that far. And they can kick up this far. Wow, bro can hit some poses. Alright, there we go. Well, that was a goofy odd pose, but it was fun. Alright. Well, let's go with some size comparisons. So, how it works is when I show the size comparison, I'll compare to Micronus, and then I'll show it off compared to his shell, and then we go to the next size comparison and rinse and repeat. Same for upload. Oh shit, I put one down and the other one falls. But before we do get into those size comparisons, if you folks want to know my thoughts, opinions, and size comparisons featured in this video, I'll link to that video in the description down below and the icon up above because you're all curious about my thoughts, opinions, on said figures. So up first we have from Transformers Legacy United G2 Universe Deluxe Class Breakdown. Actually, you know what? This works. Yeah, breakdown's just taller. It's not because of the roof of the car. Then up next we have from Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Class Star Raider / RID 2015 Deluxe Class Filch. And then lastly we have from RID 2015 Minicon Class Dragonus. And slide you back. There you go. Slide, slide. Alright. Let's get them prepped for, I guess, buggy / unicycle mode. Because I know it's just a one-wheeler, but yeah. I guess bike mode, really. So let's get them prepped for that. Well, let's get started. So, step 1. You want to take off his arms. For the next step, you want to open his doors. And if you have Micronus in there, you would take out Micronus. That would be the next step, but yeah. Then for the next step, take off his legs. It's gonna be like this when you take it out, but when you do, you want to fold it upwards. Spin his legs like this. Fold down his feet until they're like this. Rotate and bend. Rotate and bend. Right? Okay, so yeah, make sure it looks like this, but before you fold them in, fold in the peg. But you gotta fold out the peg while you're doing this side leg. Then you fold it back in before you close it up. Oh well, this is the best I can do. But it's supposed to make a full circle, but I can't get it to be like that unless it's like that on purpose, so you can access it to transform it back into robot mode. But let's continue on. I mean, on the picture it looks like fully closed, so I don't know. Then for the next step, they want you to fold away the head. Then they want you to fold these up. Okay, so flip this panel up so it goes like that. And fold in the propellers. Okay, and then you want to fold it back down. And you want to hear a little clip. Then you grab your giant R tire And see how there's 4 holes? There's 4 holes right there. So just get them all lined up. There we go. There we go. Now it's on. Oh, okay. So there's a tap hole up here. It's going to fold into that. Like so. Then you want to take the arms. And, okay, so which way are they supposed to be? I guess it doesn't really matter. Actually, no, it does matter. Does it matter? Yeah, okay. It matters because it helps with parking. So when you want to put on the arms, make sure they can bend towards the ground. And then what you want to do is plug them back here. Boom. And boom. So there you go. But you notice, oh wow, I can't do anything. Well, that's the point of why you gotta make sure they bend like that. So it can stay stationary. And that's basically the vehicle mode done. But then there's some extra steps to help Micronus to do it. So for this first step, you grab your homeboy Micronus, fold out his arms like this. Then you want to rotate at the bicep. Make sure the arms are straight. Well, I'll do that off camera. Good job, me. So his arms are like this. Grab him, put him like that, twist, and boom. Spread his legs. That sounds a whole lot of context. Ow. Put him on, and there's tabs on his legs that will go onto tabs right down there. So let me just get one on. Alright, there we go. So we're putting it on. There we go. Well, it's not the strongest, I will give it that. You know what? There might be a better way of doing this. Why not put his hands on? I mean, if you got his hands on, is there really a point of tapping in the legs? So just adjust Micronus' head accordingly, and boom, he's riding it. And I don't even have to tap in the legs. Well, you can, but I think it's just like for extra secure. And then when you want him to go, flat it out as you break it, because we're god tier at this. And now he can go. Boom. Of course, for the stop motion, I may just keep it like parked so it's easy to drive it away. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, it's a nice little buggy, I will admit. But yeah, let's go over those alt mode size comparisons. Stop rolling, you. Well, time to go over the alt mode size comparisons. Up first, we have from Transformers Legacy United, G2 Universe Deluxe Class Breakdown. I really like this breakdown. Alright, then up next we have from Transformers Legacy United, Star Raider / RID 2015, Deluxe Class Filch. And then lastly we have from Transformers RID 2015, Minicon Class Deluxe. Yoink. And yeah. Well, let's just scoot you out of the way. There we go. Well, that's been my look at Transformers Age of the Primes, the 13 Deluxe Class Micronus Prime. I do thank you for watching this unboxing video. Folks, if you enjoyed the unboxing, give the video a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. I'll apply them as fast as I can, and subscribe to the bell so you know if I whenever I drop a new video /show/stream. But until next time, toodles.